coming this way. Wait a minute, hey, I'm ghosted!
By Roz Hernandez.
Oh. Mo Collins, hi.
Hi.
You know, I've already told you this, but I get very starstruck around you mad TV people.
Oh, wow.
You people raised me.
You all say that.
My first...
You were supposed to be in bed, weren't you?
Well, it was on the weekends. So
I know,
it was
but still, a lot of you stayed up, late.
And it stayed with us. And I really do think that people in comedy that are millennial age, it's like so much comes, like we learn so much from you.
What could you possibly have learned from us?
So much.
Mean, I
see.
think about it, I'm like, what did we actually teach you?
You taught us. I mean, there's a lot of characters from that people have done over the years that we were just like, oh, I don't really even remember. There's so many that each of you did that were original characters.
Agreed.
That are so memorable.
Yeah.
My first guest that I've done this podcast since 2018, and Deborah Wilson
was
my first guest ever.
Yes?
And
wow.
She is one of these people that's just got the best stories. She has so many ghost stories. And she was such an incredible guest. And then I'm talking to you, and you're like, I have so many ghost stories, I don't even know if we'd have time.
Yeah.
This is the best thing I can hear. To make my childhood idols even better, they come with ghost stories.
Right. Let's pull out my trauma.
Is it traumatic ghost stories? Fun ghost stories? Wait, listen, it can be, that's all part of it. You never know.
Yeah.
We talk about it all.
Yeah, I got stories.
Okay.
I do.
Did you grow up believing in ghosts, or did you?
No.
Okay.
Not particularly, no. I mean, I was an easily scared child.
Sure.
And honestly, I'm still an easily scared person.
Uh-huh.
But ghosts, I don't know. I don't know that I actually believed in them beyond just sort of like, ooh, it's a ghost, like kids just sort of like, oh, what was that? Oh, it's a ghost, it's a ghost. It's like, but also no.
Did you ever do Ouija boards or anything like that? Or Bloody Mary?
Probably.
Yeah.
And I know I was terrified. Like anytime any of that stuff, I did get scared. Look, I was raised, Catholic.
Yes!
So,
ding, 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 ding,
yeah,
ding.
bing, ba-da-loom. So there's just that the mystery of life itself is terrifying, could be terrifying. And there's just sort of, the mystique of things would scare me. Even within Catholicism, and how violent, like Jesus on a cross and dragging through town, like that stuff really, it was appalling to me and terrifying to me.
That's a horror story.
It's a horror
that we were just taught, because I grew up Catholic too, and it was just like, this is just like a story, and it's like a great thing. It's wonderful.
We talk about the nails through his hands and feet.
It's so morbid.
And we're just gonna gloss over that and put our hands together and pray for him. Like that's horrific.
Yeah.
And as children, we're seeing these things, and it's just. It's our first foray into horror.
See, because I was always into the fucked up stuff. Like I've just always liked that, and I'm realizing now that my parents, I'm very grateful for it because I watched Mad TV and stuff as a kid. But like they probably could have paid attention a little bit more to the stuff I was watching, because I would watch like The Exorcist and like all those movies.
Oh my God, I couldn't. We had The Exorcist in on our bookshelf at home, and I'm telling you, just the cover alone. Do you remember the cover of it?
Yeah, it's just like a face or something.
It's not even anything.
Yeah,
it's a suggestion of something. That and the Amityville Horror, we had that in the bookshelf too. Those little glimpses of things. I didn't have to read the book. I wouldn't read the book. my imagination, I was so easily terrorized.
When I was a kid, the movie Stigmata came out. Do you remember that movie?
I don't. I didn't watch anything scary.
This was Patricia Arquette.
Oh, I love her.
Probably in the early 2000s or something. And that movie was about, do you know about Stigmata? It's like this Catholic thing that they report of like the holes in your hands start appearing.
Yes, of course. Like, I've got a stigmata. Right.
Yes,
right.
I've got the holes in my hands.
I accidentally put a screwdriver through my hands one time carving wood in my backyard as a kid. So I had a stigmata.
So you were the stigmata.
Yeah.
You had it. Yeah, Patricia Arquette.
And I hid it from my mother.
So that she
I did.
I
passed out in the backyard, and she was on the telephone, and she could see me. But when I came to, I'm like, "Don't let her know anything happened." But I had literally I still have the scar. I stabbed myself.
And you never got it fixed?
No, I wasn't going to tell my mom because I would have gotten in trouble for playing with a screwdriver.
That could have been really
bad.
bad.
Sure. Yeah. It's like, I cut off a leg, but can't let mom know.
Yeah.
I'll get in trouble.
Just bleed out.
Fear.
It's better than
like
getting
I had
in trouble.
so much fear surrounding my life.
Well, that's Catholic.
I know.
Fear.
It really, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So when did you first encounter something that was like ghosty or unexplainable? Or...
So I've been in this house for 25 years.
The one you're in now?
I am.
Okay.
I am still there. This happened a while ago. Well, actually, there were events, things that were happening in the house prior to the big event, which I'll get to.
I love the foreshadowing.
Yeah. And it's like there are things that I kind of, I could pass off as just weird nothings, Things like my cat going after a certain spot up above my bed all the time. There were numerous events of, light bulbs just going out, even though they're like a new light bulb. Mm-hmm. Pass it off as electric, all these things. My son talked about somebody in his closet. He was little. I passed it off. And until there was a point a couple years into living there that a woman showed up at the door and she was crying. And she says, I used to live here. I lived here with my grandma and grandpa. She was raised by them. And and she points over to this corner in the living room and goes, he died right over there. And I was like, oh, interesting, but what was implied in this visit from her bedroom was where my son's bedroom was then. She implied that there was bad things that happened.
Okay.
And she described him, and it was the same description as what my son had said, which I didn't like it. But again, I just didn't, I passed it off as nothing, really.
Yeah.
Just weird, right? Just something weird. Cut to... Oh, and there's other things, like the TV just going berserk. Like one time I thought the TV was going to electrocute me as I tried to turn it off because it was like doing this weird sparking thing. And I'm like, this is just crazy. I'm just going to unplug it. And it was so sparking so bad. I told my little son, get out of the room because I didn't want him to see me get like electrocuted.
Oh, God.
But then cut to 2007 when... I was court ordered to sell the house in a divorce. And it's a very emotional time, obviously, for somebody. Yeah. So my emotions are crazy. And some would say that the house was feeling that too. And so it was the day before the house was going to go on the market. And prior to that, going on the market, there were a bunch of updates that needed to be done on the house.
That's how you wake up ghosts. That's what people say. You start renovating, the ghosts come out.
Yeah. Yeah. So even like there's a friend who was doing some work in a bathroom and this light bulb just he had to leave it because it just kept sparking and doing crazy stuff. Again, passing it off as electric. Another person said they saw some people in a mirror. I just took it as he had a history of cocaine.
This was somebody
that was helping me get the house ready.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A friend. And so it's the day before. My emotions are running high because I did not want to sell the house. I wanted to stay in the house with my son.
Yeah.
And it was the night before, and we had finished all of the work that needed to be done. It was going to go on the market, open house the next day. And I'm out in the backyard, and another goddamn bulb, an external bulb just flashed and went out. And I was pissed because I was like, oh, I started yelling at it, whatever it was. I'm like, oh, yeah, real big whoop. Ooh, another light bulb. You got me, a big old light bulb. And then I walked back into the back door, into the kitchen, and poof, another light bulb goes out. I keep walking, poof, another one on the other end of the kitchen goes out, poof, into the dining room, that bulb goes out, poof, into the living room, and that fucking bulb went out.
Oh.
And I was terrified.
My God.
I was terrified. But still passed it off.
No.
I'm like, this is weird, and fuck you, whatever, if this is not. These are just light bulbs. I'll replace these light bulbs. Then I am, a friend was over a little bit later, showing him the house, how it looks great for the open house. And I walk him out the front door, out into the yard. It's a good friend. We're laughing our butts off, having a good time. And it's dark. And I walk back into the living room. Oh, I don't even like to think about it. I walk back into the living room, and 2 feet in comes a sound that literally turned my world inside out. It was, if I'm going to try and describe the sound, it was as if somebody opened up like an ore ship, the big steel doors, like consider like a multi-toned kind of deep resonating, and it flipped me inside and out. Not like I was in a good mood on the phone laughing with another friend, having a good time, and that happened. And I went running out of the house because it scared me so bad, and it also made my cat run. Oh. And it was right next to me, this sound. Uh-huh. And so then I'm out in the yard completely shook and trying to explain to my friend what I had just heard and what just happened. And he, on my behalf, called a person who clears homes. Uh-huh. And I went to the Starbucks and just waited for that person because there was no way I was going back into that house.
Oh,
that's
God.
Like, that's the extreme of it. Is there's no way I'm going back in that house.
Yeah,
I'm done being in that house. Whatever that was does not want me there. It is not friendly. It I was inside out. And come back to the house. There's this person, and she wants me to go with her through the house. And I should also say that I should have said this earlier. For 10 months, my son, after his father had left the house, stayed in my bed with me. He was, young. He was 10. And because he was too scared in his room. So he was at his dad's that weekend. And I go into the house now with this medium or whatever. I don't even know what their title would be. She was going to use bear medicine, bear spiritual whatevers to rid.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. Man, whatever works. But I did not want to go in. So she goes into, my son's bedroom and starts talking about the old man, the person that used to live there that died in the house.
Oh, my God.
So she starts talking about it. She clears the room with whatever she does. And then she goes and she starts pointing out all these places that over the years there had been these things behind the TV. She goes into the bathroom where my friend couldn't get the light bulb. She goes, that's the portal. She I had not given her any information.
Yeah.
This is her walking in cold to my house. she goes to all these places where all of these things had happened, and she's pointed out this there, and she's like, this is not a happy entity, and there's more than one, and we're going to get rid of them. I'm like, great, because I got an open house tomorrow.
That's not a good look if you're trying to sell the house and there's a portal.
Exactly. So she did all these clearing things, and she also says to me, she's like, if you hear a kerplunk in the pool, don't worry about it.
What does that mean?
Yeah, because that's where she was sending them.
Into the pool?
Yeah, I mean, it all sounds
them?
so crazy. Yes, it all just sounds crazy.
Not on this podcast.
I didn't even care. But I didn't want to go back in. But I also did not stay there then. I stayed at a friend's house then that weekend. But the real estate agent, I was like, do I have to be there for the open house? I mean, are you able to just sort of like go in and do all that? And they're like, yeah, no problem. So I went to a movie in the afternoon with a friend of mine. And I came out of the movie. And there's all these voice messages from the real estate agent. Yeah. Couldn't stop the water from running out of the faucets, including after she turned the water power, the whole water thing off, the water main. Just the water.
What?
So she had to cancel the open house.
Stop.
I know.
This is so good, Mo.
Yeah, and then I'm on the phone with them kind of explaining, well, okay, so I had this person over last night that cleared the house because there's been some stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, okay, well, let me go try some, because some lights were doing some stuff too. And he goes, let me just go shut off the lights and we'll just shut it down, no open house. I'm like, okay. And I'm still on the phone with him. And he shuts off the lights, and then he's going out, and the light just popped back on, and he started screaming. He's like, I just turned it off. This just came back on. I am out of here. I am out of here. God. Yeah. So according to the medicine woman, it could take a couple days for them to dunk themselves in the goddamn pool. How absurd is all of this? It's just absurd. And I then gathered from some other people. I got holy water.
Uh-huh.
I got crystals.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. My son had been staying at his dad's all weekend, but he was going to be coming home after school on Monday. So I have to act normal, right? I have to be back in that house.
Oh, God.
So I stayed there Sunday night alone, and I did all the holy water stuff. I did the crystals. I called on the Holy Spirit.
Old friend.
You bet I did. You bet your goddamn bottom dollar. I'm calling on the Holy Spirit to protect me in this house.
Yep.
And I woke up and everything felt great. I pick up my son from school, and he goes into his room, and he says, I like my room. I'm going to start staying in here now. What? He had no idea what had just happened.
The Holy Spirit works.
But the dude, his room was okay to him. All of a sudden, after all of this, after the clearing, everything felt okay, and he slept in there from that night on.
Did you hear a kerplunk in
I
the
wasn't
pool?
around to hear a goddamn kerplunk. I wasn't going to go swimming with the ghosts. I wasn't going to can I get anybody a towel?
I would have never gone in that pool.
Whatever. Sorry. Thanks for staying at the, No, I didn't. But my house after that, especially because everything was cleaned up for the open house, it was absolutely, people would come in and the energy in here is really good.
Wow.
That had people that had no idea.
And that was it? Never came back?
No.
And so you said you still are there now.
I'm still there.
Wow.
Yeah. Like we cleared it. Like if that was, Bernie sticking around after he died in the front window and whoever else he invited in to party.
Yeah.
They were gone.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have any other recourse here but to believe what happened because I was there and what was happening was truly inexplicable, but I was definitely a skeptic prior. Like I could say, oh, that's an electrical issue or, that's the cat's just kind of likes that spot on the wall. But that was also one of the spots that the medium said, oh, right here. I'm like, oh my God. Like for years, the cat had been going at that spot.
I have a few questions.
Yeah.
Do you think that it ramps up because of like the renovation, or do you think that you were leaving and he didn't want you to go? Or I don't know.
I think that I think it was probably a combination of things. In looking back, like my energy was off the charts.
Right.
Chaos, heartbreak, just so many things. My attachment to that house. I mean, I've been there 25 years now. I was very attached to that house then. I didn't want to leave. The courts were making me leave.
Right.
I ended up refinancing a horrible way, and I'm, I'll be paying off that house forever. But I'm divorced from him, so that worked. But my emotions were crazy, and I don't know if that was a poltergeist scenario. Is that what those are?
Oh, from you.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you were the one.
Could I have been some conduit of? I mean, I do believe in energy, right?
Yeah.
Like I absolutely believe in energy. Energy is science, and so I don't know. Was my energy doing something that was mixing with whatever energies were there?
Very well could be.
And
so you never had to have a tune-up from the lady?
No tune-ups.
It was just, in all of these years, there's never even been like a little... Wow.
No, there's been nothing.
That's incredible. So now that your son is older, do you talk about this more?
We have, as in the years that followed, he was made aware of what happened, and it's pretty wild to him.
But he's like, yeah, there was a man in my bedroom.
Yeah, and I feel terrible that I didn't totally, I don't know, help him out with that. I probably could have done better there.
Well,
do you know where
kids say that there's a ghost in the closet?
Yeah, exactly. So I think I was doing what most just sort of normal parents will do. It's like, oh, it's okay. Come here, let's read a book.
Yeah.
Let's look, there's nothing in there, right? You do all the stuff that a parent does.
Yeah.
But, there was a man in a suit sitting there, so fuck me for missing that,
Mo, I reach out to all kinds of people that I like to come on here, and most of the time these people, it's like pulling teeth trying to get anything out of them. This is good.
I know.
Mo Collins.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing to tell, and I have that thing that people worry that people will think you're crazy.
Of course.
When I do say it, I'm not crazy. These things happen. Take from it what you will. But everything was great after that.
That's incredible.
Like the house totally changed its energy. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
It really did.
I believe
I
that.
was no longer afraid in there, for one thing. Like after that
It's like
event.
a type of cleaning. It's a cleansing,
Yeah.
And if you clean a place real nice and clean, it's going to feel better in a lot of different ways. There's multiple ways to do that, I think.
Well, I've since then, because there was something to it that I just can't say didn't work. So periodically, I will clean the house with sage. I'll do that. I'll go through with sort of trying to remove bad energy that we created just through, bitching and moaning, whatever it is, just
Right.
life. And you're like, let's clear the air here a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's just see if that helps. So I will go through and I will clear the house. And I've had friends who had issues at their home that they're wondering if it was a ghost or some situation. And I said, you want help? And I've gone, I know one friend, it worked. We just saged it. We just did, clear intentions
Wow.
for the home.
Because now you're like a person that's been through it, and you got out on the other side, and now you can. This is a success story.
Yeah.
Because you're still living there, and you're the one paying for the house. You should be able to stay there, not some dead creep.
At this point, what I kind of delight in is that I'm going to be the ghost.
Ooh.
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. That kind of excites me.
You earned your place.
I'm so embedded in that home.
Yes.
I am so embedded in every square foot of it.
Yes.
I'm an emotional person. My energy is thick in that house. Just thick. And I'm like, man, when I am gone someday, it's going to be me.
Yes.
Even if I don't die there.
When you moved in, was there any mention of anything
No.
of this sort? No?
No.
Interesting.
No, but that granddaughter showing up, she really enlightened me. And she even said that there was an event that they had when she was there with the grandma, who's also the wife of the dead guy. They ended up calling the police one night because their deceased husband, grandpa, was knocking on they were hiding in the master bedroom, and he was knocking and wouldn't leave him alone to the point where they called the police.
Stop.
So she had said that Bernie was active when they were there.
Wow.
Yeah, so she had shown up at the house to kind of exercise her demons, like, just this random woman showing up and needed to kind of clear some shit in her brain. So she came back to the source of trauma.
Was she like, oh my God, are you Mo Collins?
No, so I put on my Doreen wig and got right to it. Let me show you around the house. What would you like to see first? The room where you were traumatized? Oh.
I'm obsessed. Okay. Do you have other stories? Trust me, you gave me enough. But I'm just curious if there's anything else while I have you.
Oh, there was years ago in my 20s, I called it the love ghost. When I had first got with my ex-husband, there were these two coats that were hung together in the closet. And we came back one night, and the arm of his coat was around my coat. Somewhere I still have a picture of it.
That's kind of cute.
And no matter how much we tried to reenact that, to make it do that, it wouldn't. So we just kind of liked that. We were like,
yeah,
new loves, and it was just sort of like, oh, our energy is affecting the space, and there's a love ghost here. How sweet, right? Like just kind of fun. But I still have a picture of it somewhere.
That's something, I think.
Yeah, it might have been. Who knows?
Have you ever been to like a psychic, like other than that cleansing?
No. Mm-hmm. I really there was one at a party once, but
of course,
yeah, but I didn't hear anything or think anything that flipped my wig.
Yeah,
no.
What do you think about haunted dolls? This idea that there's
that they
such
can
a
be?
thing. Yeah.
Well, I think it goes beyond. I think it can go beyond dolls.
What do you mean?
Items.
Oh, just anything. Yeah.
Just because of that energy.
Sure.
I feel like, and you've seen stories. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's my Liberace doll. He's not haunted.
Okay. I feel like there could be. I'm not gonna say that it can't happen.
Yeah.
But dolls, of course, because they're creepy to begin with. you know, the face and everything. It puts a face on a ghost.
Right. And that's the question. It's like, is that why you hear about these haunted dolls? You know, is it because they look like humans a little bit?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Would you come back as a doll, or what do you think you'd choose?
No, I wouldn't come back as a doll.
What would you put yourself into?
I mean, I would want to be in like a dressing room. Like, I love a dressing room, like a backstage at like a theater or something.
So just be like a curtain in there or something?
Well, I would like to just be me, but you see, and that's the question. It's like, do you go inside of the doll and then you live like Toy Story all the time?
Yeah.
Or are you just like around it and you just move it around, like you're just kind of outside of it and you're just like touching it? And
well, that'd be
playing
cool.
with it? Like, is that what it is? I don't know.
I kind of prefer, I would like that.
Yeah.
And that, that's that energy thing that
Right.
I can't deny that it couldn't happen. You know, because I also do believe that when we leave here, we go somewhere, and that is the soul, and the soul returns to something greater. That's my belief anyway. Mm-hmm. I astral projected one time.
Okay, here we go. Let's hear this.
Yeah, before I knew the term. Yeah. Before I had any idea it was a thing.
I want to try that so bad.
And here's the story, and it's kind of fun.
Okay.
I was, 21 at the time, and I was dating somebody who was 35, and we're making love.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Salacious.
Here we go.
And all of a sudden, I'm up in the corner of the room, like a speck. Like I'm looking down at him on top of me.
He must have been good.
I thought I died. I panicked. I'm up in the corner, and I full on felt panic. Wow. That I was dead.
Yeah.
And this is too soon. And
could you look at you?
I could see me.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Picture, literally the corner of a room as if you're, little lipstick camera up in the corner of the room looking down at your body. But it was boom, just like boom. I just hit that, and I'm staring down at my body.
Yeah. And
panic. And then boom, I'm back in my body, but I cannot move. And I'm internally screaming, but nothing is being heard until all of a sudden I was. And then my boyfriend was just grabbing and calming me. And I'm trying to explain, I died. Oh my God, I died. I'm so scared I died. And we got talking about it. And he explained something called astral projection to me. And it floored me. My soul left my body.
That's crazy.
And he said there was a few seconds where I wasn't there. That my body was not participating. I'm quite a lover. Hell of a lover.
But don't you think that is like something that he could brag about for a long time?
Yeah,
like,
but
maybe I can make you leave your body.
People try to astral project and have been successful by altering their breathing.
Oh.
I've learned all this afterwards, of course. But so I thought, okay, so my breathing must have been so relaxed that I literally went to an out-of-body place. So physically went to an out-of-body place. But it had an eye, right? Like it had an eye. It could see. And that was my soul. It sounded just, everything felt the same as what we kind of feel and hear inside of ourselves.
Yeah.
It didn't become like heavenly or something. It was me.
But it's like, is that what a ghost is?
Yeah.
Like it's like the exact same thing. It's like the ghost of someone that's still living, but or
Yeah,
are
is that
you dead?
limbo?
I don't know. Yeah.
So that's why, that experience too has me going, well, I know that we can exist in our soul outside of the body.
Right.
So
You could have had a 3-way with yourself.
oh my God. Missed opportunity. I could have been just like tickling his ass from up above. What the hell? It was wasted.
Next time.
Too much time spent in panic. Damn it. Oh, I've got so much to learn.
Can I show you a haunted doll?
Yes.
It's time for
The dolls are living.
Oh, look I immediately, like, my vagina just clamped up. I'm serious. Like, all my fear goes straight there first. Like everything does. Joy, fear, it all starts with the clenching and it feels like a kegel.
Well, don't worry. This one's not going to harm you. It's just on the internet.
Oh, okay.
This is a haunted doll on eBay. She's currently for sale, and she's a big ticket item. She's currently going for $400.
Wow.
And her name is Lorraine.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll have a look. See?
Can you show us Lorraine, please, Jiha?
You got it, Roz.
Oh my gosh.
That's Lorraine. Yeah. So she's a classic old ghost-looking doll. Like, she's exactly what you want. Like,
how is she haunted? What has she done?
well,
or what
of course, she comes with a story here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's got that cracked face a little bit.
Somebody needs to do her brows.
She needs her brows done. She could definitely use some type of like facial, I don't know, some deep chemical peel, something like that. But it says Lorraine has a gentle and playful presence, often making herself known through subtle yet captivating activities. She has a particular fondness for motion sensor light balls.
See? The lights, man. They love the lights.
Yeah. She activates in rhythmic patterns on these lights. That's how they communicate with her.
Uh-huh.
One of Lorraine's most fascinating traits is her ability to appear in reflections. Those who interact with her have reported glimpsing her figure in mirrors or windows. Hey,
Oh my
like
God.
your
Yes,
person.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Or fleeting yet unmistakable apparition of a young girl with an innocent and curious demeanor. Tapping and knocking sounds are frequent, often occurring when she wishes to draw attention or respond to interactions. Yeah, so she's in there. Mediums describe her as a kind and curious spirit who enjoys connecting with people and observing the world around her.
Well, isn't that sweet?
So for $400,
Sure.
she could be yours.
Yeah.
If you happen to be a very lonely person that wants that.
Heck yeah. I mean, if you're lonely, then Lorraine's
It's worth a shot.
Lorraine is your doll.
A rich, lonely person.
I don't even like to look at it because I'm so afraid that I am afraid that she'll come into me and attach to me or something. I fear those things.
I mean, I can understand why you, after what you've been through, why you would believe in stuff, like the possibility of anything, really, after what you went through.
And maybe I just feel like a target. I don't know. Because it's like, because I am I get scared easily. I don't know. So maybe I'm kind of a target.
If I was a ghost, I would want to haunt you.
And at the same time, I'm also brave and strong as fuck, right? Like, I will confront anything.
Hell yeah.
I really do. Like, I'm so not afraid at the same time. But, yeah, I try to avoid situations where something will try and fuck me because on some level I do feel like an easy target or something, or like, oh, she'd be fun to fuck with.
Yeah.
You know, I do. I like,
No, it's good.
Yeah.
And the fact that you literally like got that ghost and you closed a portal.
yeah, well, I didn't, but that woman, she did. She closed a goddamn portal.
I mean, it took some of you too. I think you should be like, any fucking portal wants to.
I do like.
I know a lady with bear medicine, and I got some.
Well, I got the bear medicine in me now, so
yes.
Yeah, like it is. It's about confronting things, and isn't that just life anyway?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about ghosts. I'm like, you're not even like attached to a body.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna have. They're like internet trolls to me. Like, they're just like, you're not
so
real.
Perfect. Yes, exactly that. Yeah.
Can I play you some ghost voices?
Okay.
It's time for EVPs or EV Police. Okay, so EVP stands for Electronic Voice Phenomena.
Yeah.
I go to the internet and I find these alleged EVPs, and I'll play two of them for you, and I'll give you an A, B, C, D, and we're gonna guess what these people believe their ghost is saying.
All right.
This first one was on TikTok. It was posted by someone named the Supernatural Sleuth, and it says that a man and his wife were at their new house, their first night in this house, and this is in Alabama, and their cat started acting weird. There's like a lot of parallels to you today. I'm sorry. This is weird. But there was a cat in the house that was acting weird, and then they captured this voice. What is it saying, Mo Collins?
Let's see. Oh my God,
Did
the
that
chills.
scare you too
Yes,
much?
it's scary. Come here.
It does sound like it says, come here.
Come here. That's come here. Oh my God, look at the chills. Yeah. Oh God.
Wow.
Come here.
I don't want to scare you
I'm
too
scared.
much.
Don't worry about it. I'm still strong.
You're still strong.
I'm still
Let's
strong.
not forget.
You know, but human. Yeah.
Yes. But
That's creepy. That's, and there's hair on my arm. It's going to go up.
it's good. What is it supposed
Yeah.
to do? Not?
Great. I'm still alive. That's what it shows me. My shit's still working.
There you go. And whoever this is, they're not. Okay, so did they believe it said A, La Mer? You know the fancy face cream?
Yeah.
No?
No.
B, come here.
Yeah.
C, love me.
Come here.
Or D, light beer.
It's a kid. Was it Kid Rock's house?
Oh my God, I hope not.
I think it said, come here.
That is exactly what they believe it said.
Yeah.
Oh, creepy whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one more. This was also on TikTok. This was posted by someone named MJ Pack, and it's at a place that I have actually been called the Lemp Mansion, which is in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, wow.
And it's a very haunted, creepy house
Wow.
that you can stay in.
Yeah.
What is this ghost saying?
All right.
Okay, this one's harder.
Yeah, it is hard.
This was it's like from a distance. Let me play it again.
Dinner. I thought I heard dinner. I had a dinner. I'm going to serve dinner in an hour.
Yes. Very well could be that. Well,
Yeah,
here's
that's a
some
hard one.
options.
Okay.
Did they think it was A, girl, you got a big mouth?
I don't hear that.
B, you don't know why I'm here?
Mm.
C, we need to get out of this house? Or D, I need to make a return.
Say number 2 again.
You don't know why I'm here.
I think it's that one, and part of that is because of what you can get out of it, which is the inflection.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
even know why I'm here,
They
right?
think,
Like I think you have to listen to inflection and any intent that you kind of hear behind it, and that's what that. You don't even know I'm here,
they think it's
or
saying.
you wouldn't even know that I'm here.
They think it's saying, we need you to get out of this house.
That's too specific, and you would hear more.
We need to get out of this house. Let me hear it again.
Okay.
Okay, maybe.
We need to get out of this
You
house.
all know what happened when I went to this house? I go in there, and I'm like, I don't like this place at all.
Really?
It was week 8 or 9 in a row of staying in haunted places
Oh, wow.
because I was doing a TV show.
Okay.
And this was the final one.
And you didn't like it. After
I hate
all
this
of
stuff.
those other places, you did not feel what you felt in this one?
No, I think it was a mixture of just being like, I'm so sick of
Yeah.
stuffing donuts in my face because I was so terrified for so many weeks. And that
Yeah.
was how I was coping.
Oh, wow.
So I go up into this house and we go up into this upstairs and they're like, this is the room you're going to stay. And this was such a journey to get up. You got to walk up the tiny little staircase and then another floor. It's like the 3rd floor in the house or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to sleep up here all night. No way. I get up there and I'm like, I do not like it in here. I do not like it in here. And I don't know if it was a ghost or an energy. I don't know what it was, or if I was just so scared and so many whatever. I started vomiting. It was really wild.
That's a big reaction.
I know.
I mean, that's beyond just having a lot of donuts. It is like that's a very deep reaction.
Yeah, I was so like, there's no, and I think a lot of it had to do with the terrifying fear of like, if I had to sleep in this room tonight, and I'm supposed to for the next 2 nights, how am I going to where am I going to run if it's dark and this is like a creaky old house, 3rd floor? Mm-hmm. So I was like, nah, blah.
Whoa.
I ended up not sleeping in it.
Yeah.
I puked my way out of it.
Good for you, man.
I know. I was
I'm
very
gonna remember
proud of
that
myself.
next time I don't want to do something. I'm going to puke my way out of it.
Hell yeah, works like a charm. Let me just do something real quick. Let's do like, I'll throw some stuff at you and we'll kind of rapid fire, see if anything comes up for you.
All right.
Curses. Do you believe in curses?
Not particularly. Mm-hmm. Beyond like, I think you can send bad energy to somebody, but I don't know about that, tossing such very specific curses.
What about horoscopes?
Not particularly into them. I think they're fun. I think you can find what you're looking for in them, and you can find what you're not looking for. You can find whatever you go to look there for. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen any, let's just say, that are just so super specific that you're like, that is so me. But it's, you see something that's like, you're gonna have clarity in the next week, and it's like, oh God, I'm already feeling it. I already feel that clarity. This is so spot on, right? It's too. Yeah, it's fun. It's a party favor fun thing.
Yeah. I feel pretty similarly.
Yeah.
But then people will always say, well, you gotta do the birth chart. You gotta find out what time you were born.
Well, how about you do my birth chart for me and you figure all that shit out and you get me a readout of whatever comes and we'll see.
Yeah.
Like I don't have time for that.
I get you.
But it's fun. On the same token, nothing more fun than going, oh, you're a Cancer, I'm a Cancer too. Hey! Because we, as human beings, it's like we like to find common ground.
Sure.
No matter what it looks like. Oh, I pooped a donut-sized poop. Oh, me too. Yay.
Oh.
Like just whatever makes us connect.
Yeah.
And horoscopes, I think, do that.
Totally.
And we'll buy into it. Mm-hmm. And that's all right. That's fun.
They give us a reason to talk to each other.
It's a conversation piece.
Yeah. What about demons? Do you believe in such a thing? Having grown up Catholic.
Yeah. I believe that people can house evil themselves. If you want to say, that's a demon, however you want to say it, but I do believe that people house evil
Yeah.
Born with it, figured it out somewhere along their path, experiences, upbringing, whatever, something they're hanging on to that can also turn itself into, psychologically in your brain, can turn it into a form of a monster almost.
Yeah.
A psychic break of sorts that happens within you.
Right.
That's based on whatever your experiences are. And I think that we can form evil in our brains and
that's what I wonder sometimes. Like, I'm very open about a lot of this stuff, and I don't know, but I wonder sometimes if it's like there's these energies that, yeah, sometimes they're floating inside of someone, and then sometimes they're in a doll, and then like they
Yes.
just kind of go from thing to host to
That's
host.
what I think. For instance, the one of the entities that was in my home back then was apparently not a friendly.
Mm-hmm.
She said, but she also said it's not big enough to be harmful physically in the world, but was definitely evil intent, like bad,
Right.
evil intended, no goodness, nothing good. And that was that energy. But I don't know that that's any different than, say, a human being that can also
Right.
be so intrinsically fucking evil. And God
Right.
knows we're loaded with it these days. So it's like, I just think that energy, if you pass, then could possibly remain that energy in that little lipstick soul up there in the
Right.
corner
Where
of the
does
room.
it go?
Yeah, like it's energy to me.
See, but anytime I hear about like an evil demon like that, I'm like, I could change him. He's never met me. Like, he just doesn't know any different. He seems like a bad guy.
Yeah. Mixed with my good energy, and we're going to have
Yeah.
just a real yin yang.
Did you ever, when you were at Mad TV, I remember I asked Deborah about if the studio was haunted. And I feel like she said there was like one area where she felt some vibes, but not really. I just always want to talk about Mad TV.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great thing to talk about. I don't,
Did you think, here's this other thing I love to ask people about, like, was there any, like, deja vu or coincidences or stuff like that led to you having that big life change and being on Mad TV? And was there any like signs that point, like, did you look into it like that? Because some people very easily could. You could go, oh, I was supposed to be at this place on that day, and then I ended up auditioning. And
actually, kind of, yeah. I was still up in Minneapolis. My son was, I had a baby at the time that Mad TV started, and I remember being in the dining room and with my child, and Mad TV came on, and I said, I'm late. I'm supposed to be in L.A. But I was just a mom in Minneapolis.
Wow.
So when my son was 2 is when I moved out to L.A. and I was doing an original show with a bunch of my gal pals, and casting person saw it, and she started hooking me up with casting directors and such, and within the first year, Mad TV audition came up. And it's just the right audition, to happen. I couldn't have gotten into something else. I didn't have the resume for that, to be a mom on a sitcom or something. Mm-hmm. But my entire background was pretty much sketch improv character work. So, I was assassin ready when that audition showed up, right? It's like, okay, 3 characters, 3 impressions, let's fucking go. And I got it. But I remember there was 6 auditions total. On the 5th one, I got let go. And I went home and I was like, they made a horrible mistake. I was just bawling. They made a mistake. I'm still supposed to be there. Like, I just so believed that I was supposed to be on that show. since it came on, especially because the women on that show were just really funny. They got to be funny. They were given the space. And I really noted that, even over SNL. I knew the politics were different.
Yeah.
And so, I was like, oh, God, they love it. And then I got the call for the next, for the network test, which was like, whew, thank God. I thought they fucked up.
Yeah.
And they, were leaving me in the dust. And it's like, that's my show.
It was meant to be.
Oh, totally. Totally.
That's so cool that you're a young mom in Minneapolis and then you came out.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Those were such good days. Like just the dream factory in my brain was so up and running.
Hell yeah.
Right? Like the energy was all there. Just so forward motion. Everything was just so great. It really was just so great. Yeah. I loved that time. I was, I think 32 when I got mad, which was older for that, which is crazy, but that was older. Like Michael McDonald and I were same age, and it was like we were on the upper end of things.
This has been truly incredible.
Yeah.
These Mad TV ladies, I'm telling you, they come in here with their stories.
Yeah. And there were so many more details I didn't even get into, but yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it's too long. It's too long. I'm telling you, there were too many things.
One of these days, please come back on this show if you ever have anything else fun and cool and spooky or whatever.
Yeah, this was fun. I haven't told that in a while, and it was good and great talking to you.
You too. Do you want to tell people to follow you or watch anything? Or
follow me if you feel like it. I don't, attendance is not mandatory. As they say. I don't know. Yeah, follow me. I don't know what, I have to offer anymore. Do you know what I mean? But come on around. Come say hi.
You're awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's